Hey everyone, Michael back at you here on the Archangel 15. Had a short, interesting video I wanted to share with you on suppressed medical science, uh, neurotransmitters, and trace minerals, and stimulant effects from peas. Like all these things kind of tied together. And as always, I want to start with a disclaimer. I'm not a licensed medical doctor, specialist. Please consult a physician in your particular area of need before making any medical related decisions. I've been engaged in organic horticulture for approximately 25 years, and one of my favorite things to start the season off is snow peas. Usually, right about March 1st in our climate zone, we start snow peas, and they can tolerate cold. They actually thrive really well in cold, and you can use them for stir fry. You can use them for innumerable things. One of my favorite things to do is just pick them right off the vine, eat them raw. You can actually taste the sugar like directly in them. So as I progressed through like the varying levels of just gardening, I've learned to like basically take my own seeds from certain things. Now, like there was actually a Supreme Court precedent a while back where they ruled that like you're not allowed to take seeds from garden or like farmers are not allowed to harvest plants and to take the seeds from them and I guess use them again. However, I use a local brand here called Roar Seeds, and I called them and I asked them. I said, "Am I allowed to use your seeds, for my own personal use?" And they said yes. And like, just want to kind of that's a kind of an interesting little precedent there. It falls into this ambiguity of law, kind of a deeper quandary, I guess you could say. Kind of gets into other things with like human cloning and other things I've talked about in the past. So anyhow, I take my own seeds, and at the end of I basically wait till the pods get impregnated or big, and I like pull certain seeds or pods and then let them dry, and then take the seeds out of them, and I get them for my next year's. I mean, you could get really picky about it. I talked about the legendary work of Gregor Mendel and his famous peas experiments, where he gets into like true heirloom parentage, F1, F2, F3, F4. Mine, I'll tell you right now, I have some amazing peas. They grow like 6 foot tall for like the vines. They last a really long time. Very prolific. Very sweet. And like I said, you kind of just learn as you progress as being a gardener to kind of take your own seeds, and selective breeding, I guess it kind of falls into. So I'm just a simple hillbilly, and like one day I started taking these like these are the smaller ones, and I started taking some and like just putting them in between my I guess my jaw and my lip, and just like let them soak in. And like I started noticing this like really crazy stimulant effect from them, like almost like amphetamines or something like this, like really like almost like too significant just to like discard. So I've as you know, I'm like really deep into medical science stuff, and I started thinking like what could the cause for this be? And like first thing that kind of came to my mind was like a detoxifying effect. Like it's almost similar to like the green tea. When you drink the green tea, I have separate presentations on green tea detoxification. I believe it's a number of things that causes this. So that's possible. That's one possibility. It's like it creates, like I said, like a detoxifying effect. I have a friend, Lodoma in Khabarovsk, Russia. She's like doesn't she's not like a botanist or anything like that, but she's like over there. It's like Eastern medicine is just like a way of life. Like people grow up like and like learn from their parents and like generations before them, and stuff just gets passed down. And I start telling her, I'm having this amazing effect from green tea, and she's like, Michael, she's like, I go out in the wood, I go out in the hike in the wilderness and harvest my own herbs and make my own tea. Like that's nothing new. Like that's nothing new to me. Nothing cool. And like she told me, you can take basically like anything almost green. Like the other thing that works really well for green, like detoxification, is green beans. You can take the pods of green beans and make tea out of them, and like it helps kidney like issues. It helps like all kinds of stuff. So like I almost think I've talked in the past like this, almost like the colors. Like it gets into this magical aspect of colors, and like I talked about beets, how like beets are amazing. It's like red wine, same thing there. Almost anything that's like, okay, so like if you had like your urine, it's like yellow, and the green from the green tea, and it makes it like blue. Anything like blue that comes into like blue, purple, or red, like the higher levels of the color spectrum. It's like this really magical aspect of medical science. So moving along here. So trying to figure out exactly what causes this. The first thing I thought was a detoxification. Next thing I thought was maybe it's like some kind of trace minerals or something like that, or like something that your body lacks or a deficiency of. And like sure enough, there's like copper in them, and also vitamin C. And like it basically has it like I talked in the past. Like I wear a copper bracelet all the time, and like there used to be copper in like in commercial food or like consumer foods. Like everything had copper in it, and they intentionally took it out. And like a copper deficiency creates an iron toxicity, and it's like has to do with deeper brain chemistry. And also vitamin C. I've talked innumerable times about high concentration vitamin C therapy, and it has to do with your brain's production of serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine, like basically your natural brain chemistries. It's like it just does something. It starts the production of it. Now, like they probably, when you like drink sodas and other things that have high fructose corn syrup and glucose and gluten, it like gums your brain up. And like so like just to talk about stimulants real quick, like amphetamines and like say cocaine and like caffeine, they work on different principles. Like cocaine, it's actually like the drug itself that like creates like a reaction in your body and your brain, like it's in your bloodstream and does something. But like amphetamines, it actually, like if you look at the ingredients, it's like petroleum ether and solvents and like stuff like that, and like it basically eats away at like your brain tissue and allows for your brain to release like the serotonin and like the natural neurotransmitters that it does. And to be really honest with you, I think that this is like the magic behind alcohol. Alcohol is a solvent, and I really believe that it's like when you drink the alcohol, it like does the same thing. It like cleans out your brain and allows for like the flow of these these like natural endorphins, I guess you could say. And like that's like half the magic behind alcohol, to be really really honest with you. So again, like I said, like who would have known that you could just take a few pea seeds? Now I don't know if you take like if you went to Walmart or Home Depot or any other like place and just got theirs. Maybe they soak theirs in chemicals and they don't like they know this, and like I imagine that this is very 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 deep. Mine are all organic, no chemicals, and like I don't think you could just go get like frozen peas and then dry them out and do the same thing. To be honest with you, like my peas don't taste anything like the peas in the store. Like even snow peas that you get in the grocery store, like mine taste completely different. Like those are probably genetically modified and like not organic whatsoever. These are like they're sweet. I mean, you can literally just taste like the sugar in them. And so the final thing that I came across, what I really think also plays into this, which is really bizarre, is electrolysis. I've talked about innumerable times in the past about the book The Body Electric and how like I'm just obsessed with this like the notion of magnetism and like our like the electrical nature of our brain, our neurological system, our bodies, and how it all like comes together with like just other divine aspects of quantum physics. And like it's like okay, so like there's just magic. Like when you look at the articulate design of nature, there's just certain things that are almost like outside human comprehension or understanding, and like seeds are one of them. Like like how is it that you can take a seed and put it in water and it'll start growing, and like something comes out of nothing almost. It's almost like it's like a computer program or something like that, or it's just like a deeper divine quandary of esoteric aspects of God's articulate design. And like they're essentially when you put it in water, it creates, like I said, there's something electrical going on there. And it, like if you put it, like I said, in your jaw and your gums, and your saliva, starts this electrical process with these seeds, and it's like a chemical reaction. Like I've seen almost you can create batteries with like potatoes and stuff like that. I mean, like I don't think you could actually create a battery from seeds and water, but like there's probably something definitely deeper going on there, and it's really really interesting. So basically, like I said, okay, so like let's kind of review here. So like there's copper in them and vitamin C, which I've done presentations on both of those and talked about the copper bracelets and like how it used to be in every food, and like they took it out for a reason, and it's like one of the biggest conspiracies. I remember watching a video on it like 5 years ago, and it was like on this huge like this like they talked about how it's a huge conspiracy, and like Gets into the electrical nature of the brain. So then, like I said, that has to do with your brain's production of the serotonin, the norepinephrine, the dopamine, and they like if you like start to mess with your brain chemistry, that's what creates like Alzheimer's, dementia, and other things like that. And then it probably does also create, like I said, a detoxifying effect, like the green tea, like the green in the peas or whatever else is in it. Like it starts to like probably like detoxify your pineal gland. It probably detoxifies your thyroid. It's real close to your thyroid there as well. And it's just like I said, like I'm telling you, it's like an amazing stimulant effect. I mean, like you could say for all kinds of stuff. Like it's almost like they give children or like kids who have ADD, like Adderall and stuff like that. It's like almost in the lines of something like that, or it's like you could use it for like impotence or something like that. Like it's like really 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 bizarre. And like I'm guessing that this is like probably a very, like I said, falls into a very 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 deeply suppressed aspect of medical science. And I'm fortunate to just come across this in my side gardening that I do at my house. And like I said, I have a friend who's really big into botany and, like I said, Eastern medicine. I'm guessing like the Chinese probably knew about this many, many years ago as well. And, besides the fact, like, you have the peas roll. You don't want to chew them hard. Like I said, you got to watch because, like, you can break your teeth and you like, kind of let them get softened up. But after they do get softened up and you chew them, there's like a certain, like, it's weird, like, kind of like this has a certain taste to it, like unlike anything else. And like you start to feel it. Like it just, like I said, it's almost like a drug of some kind. I've noticed a similar thing with lemon seeds. Like I religiously every week take like a lemon or two or three and squeeze it, and don't add, not make lemonade, but squeeze a lemon and just drink like straight shot of lemon, lemon juice, and it's like does something else as well. Probably the acids. This is also part of this with the peas. There's like acids in them. Like I said, that probably also like is a solvent of some kind, and like basically opens up your brain's natural function and ability. And like in this crazy world we live in, they want everybody to be controlled. They want everybody to be in a stupor. They want you to just go with the flow, go with the program. They don't want you to be awake. They don't want you to be alert. They don't want you to have a natural immune resistance to all the nonsense that's out there right now with coronavirus, what have you. But I hope that this video is of some value to you. Please, if like you try this, or if you have any feedback or input on any similar stuff, please let me know. Another thing too is the B. Like there's also like I take complex, like sublingually, and like in these peas I believe it's like B6, maybe B12, and like it's like very hard to get this in any other things. And I think that has to play into it as well. So like I said, there's a lot going on here with the copper, the vitamin C, the B complex, the detoxifying effect, and the electrolysis that I talked about. But like all of it together, sure as hell, it creates a stimulant effect very similar to like amphetamines. So take it for what it's worth. And like, I don't think you're gonna fail a drug test. Just putting some pea seeds, in between your lip and your jaw. And like I said, just let it like kind of leach in, and don't knock it till you try it, folks. Take care.